Hey guys, today I'll be reviewing the Japanese version of Thermal Lance, Garland Blast. Garland Blast first appeared in the Battle B-Daman Game Boy Advance game in the year 2004. He was used by Alan. Alan, also known as Father Alan, was a minister who gave up his life of priesthood to play B-Daman.
Mystery.
Skipping to later in the story, Yamato uses the power of Cobalt Blade combined with Garland Blast, or Thermal Lance, to defeat Skull Dragon. That's just a condensed version of Alan's backstory. There's a lot more to it, and if you're interested, I highly recommend looking into it. But, while Alan and Garland Blast never appeared in the Battle B-Daman anime, Garland Blast did in fact appear in a red version in the form of Leanna's B-Daman, Garnet Wind. Taking a look at the box, we have Alan, of course we have Takara's logo, the B-Daman logo, the 02 system logo oddly enough. This guy was long considered to be the last 01 system B-Daman, but in fact he was the first 02 system B-Daman. And some other Japanese words which I don't understand. On the right side we have a pure white box. And on the left side, we have the exact same thing. On the top, we have a product image of everything you get. And on the bottom, we have some rights, as well as some warning. Now, if we flip the box over, we have the instructions. So this guy does not come with an instruction sheet, or a sticker sheet. He comes with the instructions on the back. Now, getting this guy assembled can be a very expensive and long hassle. This little set only comes with the head part, the barrel, and the hold parts. So you're going to need to buy yourself a Knight Cavalry and use his IBA body. You're going to need a Wing Ninja for his grip and foot parts. You're going to need an Excel Leon just for his shoulder parts. And finally, you're going to need a Cobalt Blade for nothing more than his gauntlets. And you put these all together and you get yourself a Garland Blast. By the way, you're going to need to find a black trigger in there somewhere. Oh yeah, by the way, this guy is still complete. You're gonna have to go find the Koro Koro comic that had the Garland Blast stickers. What? But I thought I could still review this, because even if I did have those stickers, I wouldn't dare apply them. It has a very unique knight-esque motif, which would make sense considering Alan was a priest, so it's kind of like a knight or a crusader of some sort. Taking a look at his head, we have this gorgeous lance-like sight, which is probably where his American counterpart got the name Thermal Lance. Believe it or not, this sight is extremely effective in both short-range and long-range competitions. It's actually one of my personal favorite sights for a beat-em-on. Taking a look at the barrel, it looks extremely cool. It covers the top portion of the beat-em-on, but actually works extremely well. It's a great barrel to have if you need to move quickly from side to side. For sniping down targets, it may not be the best, but is indeed a very good barrel. Taking a look at the hold parts, you can see it's an interesting marble-like color. The most important thing about this hold part is that it has this rubber part right here. The rubber part on the side adds left or right spin, which is very reminiscent of Alan's special move, Eternal Wind, which is a move where you shoot your marbles around your opponent to hit them. Switching from left to right spin is a bit primitive compared to something like Koenig Cerberus, Lord Cavalry, or even Revolver Hades. You simply take out the hold parts and switch it to your preferred side. Taking a look at the shoulders, at first they're a little off-putting because the gray doesn't match the gray from the wings and the helmet, but given a closer look, you see that the shoulders match the IBA body. Now the shoulders are a bit loose and fall off a little bit easily. That's just simply because I have it on a Hasbro body. Look at the gauntlets. They're a nice touch and add some personality to the beat-em-on, but besides that, they don't really affect performance. Taking a look at the wing grip, you either love it or hate it. I personally like it, but a lot of people dislike it. I find a good grip for this beat-on is putting your first three fingers, your pinky, your ring finger, and your middle finger right here, and putting your index finger over the beat-on, and having your thumb right there. You know, the thumb's just kind of hanging down here. It's really comfortable gripping, gives you more control over the beat-em-on. The foot parts are also Wing Ninjas. They may add a bit of grip because they're rubber, but besides that, they're just purely for the aesthetic. Before we begin testing this beat-em-on, I'd like to compare him to his American counterpart, Thermal Lance. All these beat-em-on have in common is their head, barrel, and their feet. First off, completely different color schemes going on with the IBA bodies. You have white hands and feet here, and a black core. As well, the triggers and hold parts are completely different colors. Not to mention, Garland Blast has the rubber hold part. Garland Blast has Excel Leon shoulders, whereas Thermal Lance has Wing Ninja shoulders except they're rubber. And Garland Blast has some other add-ons that Thermal Lance unfortunately did not get, such as the gauntlets and the wing grip. Sadly, Thermal Lance got the Hasbro treatment, but it's still a really nice Beat-'em-on, just not like the original. Let's get down to some power tests. Let's start with Garland Blast. 1.99, 2.07, 2.14. Have a comparison with Thermal Lance. 2.65, 2.81, 2.83. As one can clearly see, Thermal Lance is a lot stronger than Garland Blast. Now for my favorite test, the rapid fire test. Though this guy is an accuracy type, he isn't too accurate. No, this is not the barrel's fault. It is the hold part's fault. You see, the rubber hold parts makes that marble shoot off to the left or the right. Because this Beat-'em-on is so weak, it can't withstand the resistance of the rubber and tends to go off to that side, as seen here. As you can see, I'm clearly around 1 foot away from the target, which is not far at all, and should be easy for an accuracy type. And I have the sight right on it, but it keeps going off to that side. But with a bit of practice, you can make it work. Let's try out that left and right spin I've told you so much about. Buddy the Lego Detective asked me to try Garland Blast with a drive shot. So here you go, Lego Detective. Final verdict on Garland Blast is he's extremely cool. But unless you're really a collector, I'd just go ahead and buy Thermal Lance. Really more aesthetically pleasing than he is in performance. It takes forever to put together and is extremely expensive and hard to find. But if you're a die-hard collector, then this guy is a must-have. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.